So Spav, what are we doing today?
Today we are looking at some of the preview cards from the next two Magic the Gathering sets.
That's exciting. They let you see it beforehand?
Yeah, well, a couple of cards. It's pretty early still in the pre-release season. But
when are these going to come out?
These are going to come out over the summer. So in the next month it'll be Modern Horizons 2, and then the next set is the Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms in July.
Ooh. Okay, that's coming up. It is what, like May now? Yeah, so that's coming up. All right, I'm excited. You excited?
I'm excited.
Cue music. Okay, let's do this.
Alright, we're going to start with Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. That's the Dungeons and Dragons themed set.
Fun. Now, is it like legit Dungeons and Dragons?
I think
like
so.
Teamed up
Wizards of the Coast also owns Dungeons and Dragons, so
okay.
I'm sure that they're going to get it like spot on with the terminology and the artwork and the flavor text and all that. The release date is July 16th, so that's what, like 2 months from the recording of this video. And they've released a couple of cards already.
Ooh, okay.
The first is this land cycle. The lands have flavor text on them.
Ah.
Not sure if you want to read the little paragraphs.
Yeah, I think I can. Okay, so the swamp says, you expected to meet hostile drow in this ancient ruin, but they fled long ago. What darkness could have driven them out? That's fun. Let's read the plains. Venturing beneath the desert sands, you discovered an alien power pulsing with inconceivable energy. Oh, fun. Mountain. As you make camp near the ancient ruin, you hear the sound of drums echoing in the halls where no dwarf has lived. Okay, now you read the last two.
Alarmed by the news you brought, the storm giant king of the Maelstrom has called his kin to council. That's the island and the forest. Before the elf queen will aid you, you must find a way to cure the strange rot afflicting the roots of the ancient trees.
I feel like they could put flavor text on all of the lands. I don't know why they just decided to now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's pretty nice. I bet the foils will be great. I don't know if I will use them.
That's a
Because
land.
I like the lands that I like the unglued lands.
What?
The unglued land, the ones that are like almost full art.
Oh,
the
okay,
big
okay.
symbol.
Yeah, unglued. Okay, I didn't know what unglued meant.
Yeah, but those are good. Those are good. Okay.
Oh, these are pretty.
So Vorpal sword is an equipment. It has two different artworks. This one, there's one that's the extended art, and then this is alternate art, and then it looks like just a normal. It's a foil. 1 black artifact equipment. The equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has Death Touch. And then 5 colorless and 3 black. Until end of turn, Vorpal Sword gains. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. And
What?
Equipped 2. 8 is a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
In Legacy, you can have some fast mana and maybe get that on something real quick. Something that might be unblockable maybe. But getting that 8 and 3 black is a bit much. It's alright. What do you think? I don't like the artwork with the head very much, but the one with the lady.
No, I didn't realize that was a head. That's awful. Yeah, the lady.
It's alright.
I like that because it's like that could be me. I'm a lady, and like that could be me playing the game. I'm a little creature in the game. Like I like the lady. Yeah, holding the head.
Yeah, it seems like that might be something in the Dungeons and Dragons world that you just instantly not win the game, but like maybe kill a creature.
I don't know how I feel about this D&D set because the whole point of D&D is to make your own world, you know. The things I know about D&D are more like the how to play it, like roll this or move this. So I don't know as much about the imagery of D&D.
Yeah.
So.
The swords don't match exactly.
Between the two art?
Maybe one of them is like when you activate it, it changes.
Yeah, the head one.
I don't know. I don't think this card's going to be that big of a deal. It's alright. We'll see how it pans out. Tiamat.
Okay. It has flying. I like things that fly. Dragon God. Oh, that looks real expensive. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that each have different names. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. So this is for a dragon deck.
Yeah, it's a 7/7. I like how each of the dragons is a different color, representing each of the colors that you have to pay in order to cast him. I guess this one is probably the extended art, and then that's the normal version. The normal version has flavor text. The other one doesn't. My children will rule over all.
Okay.
That's alright.
Summoning the dragon.
Yeah, I guess it's for some sort of dragon tribal deck. What is that? 7 for a 7/7 flying is pretty good.
End game stuff, really. Yeah, he's fun. I like dragons.
Dragons. We got the dragon part here.
Dragons.
Yeah. So that seems to fit the theme.
That's too dark.
Portable hole.
When portable hole enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less. Portable hole leaves the battlefield.
Until it leaves the battlefield, yeah.
They fall for it every time. I thought about it like a porta potty.
Oh no.
Yeah, like a portable hole. Like where do they go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Probably spell for that.
1 white. I guess it's sort of like a sorts the plowshares maybe.
Yeah, but for 2 or less. And that's 1.
And it's a permanent too. So I mean and then uncommon. It's not bad. It's probably better in limited or standard than maybe legacy. But yeah, I'm sure it'll see a little bit of play in white decks. Yeah, the picture is pretty dark.
When you call it portable hole and your flavor text is about holes, I can't see a freaking hole.
They fall for it every time you get it. They fall in the hole.
Yeah, you did get it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's probably. I mean, I guess it would be something that you have in your bag and you use it as a spell in Dungeons and Dragons or something. Maybe. All right. It's all right. Power word kill.
Destroy target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon creature. Airmill issued a long heroic challenge. Then the Lich felled him with a single word.
Isn't there supposed to be like a semicolon after power word?
Yeah.
Because there's more than one power word. This one is power word kill.
Yeah, I had a hard time with that. And then I don't even know what this picture of.
Somebody dying.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is, I guess, another spell that you'd be able to pick up in your character, and then it just doesn't work against angels, demons, devils, or dragons. That's alright.
Yeah. That's oddly specific.
Yeah, so there's other similar cards that cost around this amount, like Terror or other stuff that doesn't really see play. So in Legacy.
It could be a nice sideboard card if you're playing somebody that doesn't have any angels, demons, devils, or dragons.
I mean, it's removal. It's not overly expensive like some removal spells are. But yeah, I mean, with the name there, they're trying to follow Dungeons and Dragons kind of naming convention. But I do think they missed a semicolon. All right. Prosperous Innkeeper.
Fun. Creature, halfling, citizen. When Prosperous Innkeeper enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. It's an artifact. With sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. How nice. I like that. I would use that.
Yeah, we're building like a treasure token sort of deck for you. Yeah, it's all right. Uncommon. Nothing too groundbreaking here.
Cute art.
As far as cost basis, there's creatures that do that for 1 green in Legacy or 1 white, but it doesn't create a treasure token. I don't know if there's too many halflings. That might be a new creature type. The artwork's all right, yeah.
It's a 1/1.
He's like welcoming you into his inn.
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay. Alright, and that's it for the Dungeons and Dragons set. And now we'll move on to Modern Horizons 2. This is going to be released on June 11th, which is next month. The modern sets have a higher power level, and a lot of the cards are used in Legacy, which is the format we play. It's an interesting set symbol. It's kind of similar to the other modern sets. Let's see what they got for us here.
Alright, well, are those dual lands?
No, these are the Fetchlands. We've known for a while that these were going to be included, but what we didn't know is the different types of artwork. There's going to be, if you just want to name them off here.
Okay. Scalding Tarn, that's your blue-red. Verdant Catacombs, that's your black-green. Misty Rainforest, your green-blue. Marsh Flats, your white-black. And your Arid, what's that one?
Mesa.
Arid Mesa, that's your red-white.
Yep, so these are coming in a lot of different varieties, which will hopefully drive the price down. There's normal, there's the extended art, and then they're doing a old border.
Oh, old border, that's nice.
And the old border foils especially are probably going to be a couple $100. Hopefully that'll drive the price down. They're being printed at rare also, so hopefully you'll be able to get one or two of these per box. Right now for the Scalding Tarn, they're like $70, so that's a lot for a Magic card. Hopefully the price will go down. For the Verdant Catacombs, those are also $70-$80. Misty Rainforests were about $80-$85, and the Marsh Flats were like $45-$50. So they've been going down the last couple of weeks. Oh, Arid Mesa also about $50. They've been going down the last couple of weeks, and hopefully that trend will continue as more are introduced to the market, so players can pick them up.
Are they, is that the about average cost for a Fetchland?
I would say the last month for some reason they were going up, and then the last week or so they're going back down. I would like them to see them around the $20-$25. That's probably a little bit better. Once they start getting $50-$60, it locks a lot of players out from being able to pick them up.
Yeah, have a price point.
Yeah. All right. Here's the card everyone's really excited about. It's called Urzas Saga.
How do you read that?
It's an enchantment land.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm sure you've seen a couple of cards like this.
Mm-hmm.
They're called sagas. So as it enters and after your draw step, you put a lore counter on it. And then after it has 3 lore counters on it, you sacrifice it. This one, on the first lore counter, it gains add a colorless. So basically just like a colorless, any land adds mana usually. The second lore counter, it gains 2. Tap to create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. And this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control.
Really?
Yeah, so you kind of want to put this in decks maybe that have a lot of artifacts. That's easy to do in Legacy with the artifact lands with 1 and 0 drop artifacts, cheap or free artifacts. And then the third, this is what makes it like super good. You search your library for an artifact card with converted or with mana cost 0 or 1, and you put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. So for Vintage and Legacy especially, like in Vintage, this will grab your Mox, your Black Lotus. In Legacy, this will grab your Lion's Eye Diamond or your Chrome Mox, whatever you need. So yeah, that's people are excited about this. Personally, I think it's all right. It has to kind of go in the right deck. You're not going to put this in every deck. And this is another kind of thing they're doing in this set is they have the regular finished art, but then they're also going to include some more special cards that's like the rough draft.
Yeah, I was wondering what the difference between the two was because they look similar.
Of the artwork. It's like the first draft when they kind of submit it back to the art team over at Wizards of the Coast to kind of get approval. Yeah, I think it's nice. I hope to see more of them. I think people are overvaluing this one a little bit.
Yeah.
but it might just be because it's unique and new.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
It only lasts for 3 turns. And I guess it can be destroyed by things like disenchant and stuff if it's an enchantment.
Yeah. It has its weaknesses.
Right.
How much it going for?
Oh, right now there's just pre-sale prices. But it's based off of the cards called, based off of this original set, Urzas Saga. So if you want to buy a pack of Urzas Saga, about $350. Just $350 for a pack of booster cards. No big deal. Okay, here's another card. It's called Diamond Lion.
That's pretty. Artifact creature cat. Discard your hand, sacrifice Diamond Lion. Add 3 mana of any one color. Activate only as an instant.
Yep, this is alright. It's a creature, so it has summoning sickness. You're not able to do that on your first turn. The artwork is nice. It's a 2/2, so it can be bolted. Swords to Plowshare, anything like that. But it's based off of this card called Lion's Eye Diamond.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that to me before.
And this is a pretty powerful card in Legacy, especially in combo decks, some Reanimator decks where you're not going to mind discarding your hand, or just to get that cheap mana before you do like cast a Burning Wish, sacrifice your Lion's Eye Diamond to add 3 mana, and then use that 3 mana on the spell that you wished for with the Burning Wish. These are $550, $600 maybe.
For 1 or for 4?
For 1. I don't think that the new card is going to be a replacement at all, but maybe some newer formats might be able to use it. Maybe Modern might be able to use it. And there's another spell.
It just says Counterspell. Counter target spell. They could have put some flavor text
There
on
is room for flavor text on there. They couldn't come up with anything clever.
So.
2 different art styles. It looks like the same sort of thing going on, but it's from a different angle. I don't know. I don't know how that kind of represents a counterspell, though.
Yeah, same.
It's being printed. I don't know why one version's a rare and one is an uncommon. But yeah, this has been in Magic since the beginning. There's lots of different versions at lots of different price points. I would suggest the ones that are under $1 if you're just looking to pick up some copies. But if you got some money, there's an alpha version for $1,000. There's the Japanese Strixhaven alternate art, maybe $30. Yeah, it's a pretty common card. It's not going to shake up Legacy at all since it's been legal there, but maybe in Modern it might see some use. And we have this card called Brainstorm.
Brainstorm? Sacrifice Brainstone, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. One day it might provide a flash of insight that turns the tide of battle. Meanwhile, it looks lovely on the end table.
So for 1 colorless,
Not bad.
this is functionally the same as a card called Brainstorm.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds familiar.
Which is used in Legacy Blue decks all the time. This is slightly worse as you have to pay the 1 and then it costs 2 to activate it. But you can put this in other decks besides Blue decks.
Brainstorm is a player.
So that might give it some benefit. But again, I don't think it's going to shake up Legacy too much. I might see some use in Modern with decks that kind of want to dig a little bit.
And it looks so lovely on an end table.
I don't know about that. It's kind of creepy.
I wouldn't mind having it on an end table.
He's got 3 noses, or I guess there's 3 eyeballs, maybe. That's what.
Maybe he's a friend.
Because you draw 3 cards.
I get it.
Oh, alright, and then I guess there's an old border and then regular.
Cool.
If you're looking to pick up Brainstorms, you can find them 50 cents $1. If you want the Japanese alternate art, maybe $20. I know some foils might be a little bit more expensive too. But. And then this is going to be the Buy a Box promo. If you buy from your local game store, often you'll get an extra card. So ask your local game store if this is included. It's called Sanctum Prelate.
Huh. As Sanctum Prelate enters the battlefield, choose a number. Non-creature spells with mana value equal to the chosen number can't be cast. This area is off limits to you.
So this is a reprint, but it's hovering around $30 or so.
Different art.
And it might drive the price down a little bit, but it's good for some kind of white control-ish decks, White Prison or Death and Taxes sort of decks. It's all right. I mean, it's good against combo, I guess. If you set the number to 0 or something, maybe set the number to 1 so they can't use Brainstorm. Or
I'd put that in my sideboard.
yeah, it's probably a pretty good sideboard card for Legacy. But yeah, that's $100 for a foil, $100 plus. I think they just want to add some more to the market, maybe drive that price down a little bit. But yep, that's the preview card so far. I don't think we're going to do all the preview cards, but we might, once more are released, we might kind of take a look and pick some with art or flavor text or names that we like and kind of showcase those. And yeah, if you like this type of content, we'll put a little card on here for our Magic the Gathering list. And yeah, what do you think so far?
Yeah, it looks fun. There's definitely, I want that little Brainstorm to put on an end table.
Oh, like the
Maybe they could sell
or
one.
something?
Maybe they can sell one like as a little toy or something. So yeah, that
Great.
sounds great. Fun times.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
That's a wrap.